I thought.
Recording in progress.
Oh, it's happening.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just need one. Should yours be down?
Mine is all the way down.
And this needs to be up. But if that's all the way down there.
No meeting tonight.
Can anybody? Why is it just my voice?
I don't know. Hello?
Can somebody pull out their phone and check it on YouTube to see? Because we're live streaming, right?
Yes.
Any savvy, tech savvy council members? Hello, council members. Can you check YouTube to see if we just, I want to just confirm the sound is good, or we can call Pete and ask. Or would you check for me? Again, can I test it? Okay, testing on YouTube. Test, test. Testing on YouTube. Testing on YouTube.
Testing. Testing.
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. We'll be starting in a minute here. All right, we are about to begin. This public hearing has been called by the Common Council of the City of Kingston, New York regarding the mayor's proposed 2024 budget. I'm calling the meeting to order at 7:15. Do we have our first speaker, please?
Victoria Polidoro.
I'm not sure if the microphone is on.
Okay, now it's on.
Thank you.
All right, hi everyone, good evening. Victoria Polidoro, partner at Rodenhausen Shaw Polidoro, here on behalf of William Gottlieb Real Estate. I did submit written comments earlier today by email, and I asked that each of you read them. I did bring extra copies tonight to hand out as well. We have reviewed the 2024 budget and are very concerned about the lack of adequate funding to repair, let alone maintain, the Pike Plan canopy. In 2018, the city engineer recommended that long-term planning and repairs exceeding $300,000 were needed to repair the canopy. This budget allocates $0 to repair the Pike Plan. It gives the maintenance department $20,000 for supplies to repair city-owned structures citywide. That $20,000 is not going to go very far. This is wholly inadequate. We have provided photos of visible deterioration, but it is likely that an inspection would reveal severe rot, including possible deterioration of the structural elements. It's not only unsightly, but dangerous. If a car hits the pier, the entire canopy could be jeopardized. It's also causing water damage to the buildings to which it connects, some of which are owned by my clients. This damage gets more expensive to fix the longer it goes on. This repeated underfunding is short-sighted as it gets exponentially worse and costs the taxpayers more. I don't need to mention the parking garage, the former parking garage. I'm going to read a letter tonight from Jennifer Lynn. She's a tenant on Wall Street who was excited to move to her space in May, but whose enthusiasm has since waned since she's unable to hang her second business sign due to the wood rot. And I'll hand a copy in. Dear members of the Common Council, I write to bring your attention to a pressing issue that has been plaguing my establishment and raising serious concerns about the effectiveness of our city administration. As fellow residents and business owners in the city, I believe it is our duty to ensure the safety and prosperity of our community. Regrettably, I find myself in a situation where these vital aspects are being compromised due to the prolonged neglect of a structural issue concerning the overhang in front of my store. Timely Signs, a highly reputable authority in signage, informed us that the overhang had deteriorated significantly, rendering it incapable of supporting our business sign. Consequently, we contacted the mayor's office and were directed to the DPW about this pressing concern.
30 seconds.
However, the response from DPW has fallen significantly short of our expectations. While some additional supports were introduced, a comprehensive solution was never provided. She goes on and on. I'll hand the letter in. What adds to the frustration further is that the mayor himself, on August 4th, personally assured her that the overhang issue would be expeditiously resolved. Sadly, this commitment seems to have been lost amongst political intricacies. I urge you, as elected representatives, to take immediate and decisive action on this matter. In sum, this new tenant on Wall Street cannot hang her signage because the canopy is in such a state of disrepair that it cannot be safely hung. It cannot be supported. So we urge you to adequately fund repairs to the Pike Plan as part of this budget. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, can somebody from the council grab those and distribute them? And I apologize, I forgot to say 3 minutes. I know you've been here before and gave you a little extra time because we do allow for 3 minutes and I give a 30-second warning, so.
Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
Paul Jankovitz.
So we do give 3 minutes to speak and I'll give a 30-second warning. I apologize for not saying that
That's
ahead of
right,
time.
I'm sure I can fit it in. Okay,
If you could just, sorry, if you could move the mic up
all right.
and,
my
and say
name-
your name and address for the record and whenever you're ready.
Okay, my name is Paul Jankovitz. I live on 62 Yale Court, and I've been practicing architect in Kingston for over 40 years. And I've done a great deal of work in the Uptown area and the areas adjacent to the Pike Plan. And I would like to just convey my feelings about the state of the conditions of the Pike Plan at the present time. First of all, the Pike Plan was a great idea. It really helped the Uptown Kingston business area in regards to the more or less the competition with the mall. And it provided sheltered space for shoppers and people going uptown from the snow, from the ice, and so forth. And it was a great asset to the city. Now that structure is becoming a liability. The columns, the roof structure, the other elements of the Pike Plan are becoming rotted. They're deteriorating to such a level that they will impact the buildings that they are built up against. Now, when the water is damaging these materials, it's migrating into the face of the buildings adjacent to the Pike Plan. So I see this as a great liability for the city, and that corrective action needs to be taken, and adequate funds have to be provided for the Pike Plan in order to avoid this future dilemma that's going to occur. So at this time, I'm just asking that some consideration and possibly additional funding be allocated for repairs and restoration of the Pike Plan. Thank you.
Thank you. If there's anybody on Zoom who would like to speak, raise your Zoom hand. Anybody else in chambers would like to speak? Sure, just come up and just say your name and address for the record, and you have 3 minutes.
Hi, my name's Nathan Canny. I'm a commercial real estate broker here in Kingston with KW Commercial. My office is over on just off Hurley Avenue. I'm here on account of just representation of tenants. I get a lot of tenant representation work, and I see a lot of migration trends from Albany down to here or from New York City up. So I'm here on account of just keeping track of where the budgeting is going for next year, tracking the Pike Plan, things like that, so that I'm better aware and better prepared to help tenants choose which neighborhood they're going to be in and anticipate the growth of the city and so on and so forth. So don't have any particular concerns or comments, but I appreciate the time and love to meet all you personally at some point. Thank you.
Can you
Thank
spell
you.
your name, please? Your last name?
My last name is Canny. It's K-A-N-N-E-Y.
Thank you.
Anybody else would like to speak on the budget? Anybody else would like to speak on the budget? And the third time, is there anybody else who would like to speak on the budget? Seeing and hearing no one else, I will call this public hearing adjourned at 7:23 PM. Thank you very much for being here, speaking, and for your patience in the beginning. And we'll see you at our